Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is for the science of fantasyfootball.com week 6 Thursday night game. Give you some Vegas, some defense against position, the DAPs and the snaps. Okay, try to find something to hang your hat on. I think it's pretty obvious. Given the metrics, kind of how this supposedly, in quotes, goes down. This is a Thursday game. I'm always down on Thursday, and foreign games, these kind of things, I always contend that there are points left on the table, and so I'm never looking forward to them. But in this case, it seems pretty straightforward. KC versus Denver. The over-under is 47.5. So 48, that's the lowest level that I consider a high shootout kind of game. KC is the favorite, of course, versus Denver. The defense against position pretty much says KC has an easy game and Denver faces a tough game. Look at the predicted score, 34-13. Sounds like, based on what Vegas is seeing, that KC runs and scores as they need to, and Denver struggles to get anything happening. Anytime there is this kind of skew, I always am concerned, and I don't bet Vegas, but I would be concerned that 34 is pretty high flying, because all KC probably needs is 26 points, and then, turn into the human anchor and just run and just slow the game down and keep the ball away. Denver will be passing left, right, center, whatever they can do. So, if you're looking for some type of gamble, and that's what we're talking, I don't see the running backs as far as the rushing game being the thing. It would be more passing out of the backfield thing, whatever that means. And McLaughlin, Williams is probably back. P. Ryan is there. It seems a muddled mess. A lot of different scenarios. I'm not sure what I'm doing at this point. I'm delaying the decision, but I'm going in being kind of pessimistic about that side. The passing has been underwhelming to me, and not really looking forward to having to play any of these players. I do have the snap data. We'll talk about that. And I do show the differences in the last couple weeks versus the early part of the season. I like to kind of just get a feel for how the landscape may be changing overall. Okay. Not sure what, it's pretty obvious what you should and shouldn't do. Let's look at the snaps here. Well, first, here is the Vegas and the DAPs here. Thursday tonight, KC 34, Denver 13. Spread is 10.5, 47.5, high scoring. The spread, I don't know if you're betting on these things. I would be cautious on all this. It's a Thursday game, and KC should be in control and doesn't really need 34 points to win. So that would be my concern. But it doesn't mean I'd bet the under and whatnot as well. I'm just, I'm not betting. Denver, tough overall tough running back, tough quarterback, below average situation for the wide receivers, tight end. You don't want to play the kicker or the D. KC, on the other hand, it's all aboard for rushing Pacheco, and maybe if he gets tired, then McKinnon or Hilaire get a little taste here. Quarterback and tight end should be a Kelsey Mahomes game. Kelsey is hurt, so don't know. I was hoping for 2 touchdowns. We may struggle to get one if Kelsey's not 100%. Noah Gray may collect a score. Wide receivers, there's the issue. Who do you play? You definitely want the kicker and the D here to. You figure Denver's going to get loosey-goosey, and the KC will collect some sacks and interceptions. At least that's, again, on paper. Again, we're Thursday. I'm always suspicious of every conclusion on a Thursday or a foreign game. But that's how it seems on paper. Snaps, Pacheco's obviously the hot dog at 39. Week 5 here. Here's week 5 snaps. McKinnon at 18. Hilaire looks like should be only seriously involved if something happens to Pacheco or they pull him. But how do you guess that? Looks like McKinnon's the pass guy, but again, do they even need him this week? But there it is. Kelsey, last week 39. Gray out snapped him because of his ankle injury. Do we see this same thing, or do we see more like a week 4? I don't know. If Kelsey's still tender, but plays, I would hope they would play more in the red zone for my fantasy teams, of course. But I have no idea the game plan there. So I, love to see 2 touchdowns, love to see 1 given the injury. So I'm not overly optimistic about that. The wide receivers, they've got 5 wide receivers that are receiving about 20 snaps or more. So it's muddled mess. Nobody knows who's the dog. Looks like it's a MVS, right? He runs up and down the field but never seems to do anything. Sky Moore's another one. I don't know. There's a disconnect between the snaps and scoring for sure, and I don't quite know the magic formula to figure that out, but that's what the snaps are saying. Good luck trying to pick the person this week that scores. I'm sure there'll be 1, maybe 2. I have no clue. Okay, so just make sure the odds are with you if you do gamble here. Okay, what else? I guess that's about all there. Snaps for Denver. Last week, Williams was out. He should be back in. So do we get the week 1 and 2 sharing? Well, McLaughlin is in it with 21 snaps last week. So do we get a week 3 where it's pretty much Williams getting a few more than the other 2? So the distribution is unreadable. I don't care what people say on the Twitter and they flap their chops. I have no clue. They don't know what's going to go on. Okay? Denver may not know what's going. It could be hot hand. I don't know. They have a tough DAP anyway, so I would be cautious whatever I did. I would have to be in a severe injury situation to pull Williams. I would feel Williams and McLaughlin would be the only viable. I just don't think I can trust P. Ryan in an emergency now. So we're talking, we're down deep in the hole already. It's Thursday and we're already in a bind. So you almost think there's got to be something better, but it is what it is. There it is. Dulcius is supposedly coming back. Troutman got 57 and a score last week, so I don't know. I'm underwhelmed by the tight ends, but who knows? With the pass happiness that Denver's going to have to be, uh, you know, uh, Troutman could get another score. I have no clue on that. Okay, I don't know. We have 4 viable wide receivers, 20 snaps or more. Looks like it's Sutton and Judy 1A, 1B. So which one gets the touchdown or 2? I don't know. So it looks like a coin flip. Uh, there's the issue. There's nothing to hang your hat on at all on this game here. So I'm feeling pretty pessimistic about my choices. But, sometimes it's like that, right? If everybody knew exactly what was going to happen, then Vegas wouldn't be in business. So that's why we have what we have. Okay, 11 minutes of me running my mouth, telling you basically I don't know. Sorry. It's a Thursday game. What you expect? Okay, come back. I'll have probably won't have a video of me flapping about Sunday, Monday games, but I will definitely have the static images up Friday or Saturday. And let's see, we have the podcast. If you have time today, listen to it. Great for the Wednesday podcast that we did. It's up. And then the podcast we'll do Friday should be up Saturday for the weekend, etc. Our sister podcast, the Data Lab, I talked all about my efficiency metrics, my home and away efficiency that I'm just starting. Okay, we got enough data to start poking around in that a data mound a little bit. So check that podcast out as well. I'm getting ready to post the efficiency and the snap data. Hopefully Friday or Saturday will be up as well as the podcast. So the snaps will be up, the podcast will be up, and then the snaps, DAPs, and Vegas will be up. So I got a lot coming the next 2-3 days. So stay loose, stay with me. Hopefully for the few that listen, I'm helping you. And thanks to all that are listening. Okay, let's enjoy a game tonight. Hopefully I'm wrong and there's just tons of points scored and everybody's happy.